What is good, NIO family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about the one and only NIO stock and what you should be looking out for the future of this company. I'm also going to break down what the technical indicators are showing as NIO is gaining stronger support compared to yesterday, and why I do believe there may be a temporary relief rally for some time before we do continue to see some downside. Now, I'm also going to talk about what Elon Musk said about the markets that's very important for NIO and the stock market and our recession, and also what he implicitly stated about the housing market that's going to be very important as well. I'm going to talk about what some ex-Fed officials said, what NIO is doing to kind of hedge against the delisting fears, and also where I see NIO going based off all of this. Now, before I talk about all these things, before I talk about Elon Musk and what's going on with the NIO share price, I do have to mention a couple of things real quick. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please don't take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire NIO community as a whole. The last things, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull with the link down below and deposit any amount of money into the account, whether it's $1 or $100, it's up to you. You are guaranteed 5 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. And you could always sell these 5 free stocks for cash and buy some NIO shares for free. This is a limited time offer that ends in just 5 days. So please check it out to get your free shares. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at NIO, we are seeing some red, at least today, and yesterday we did see a lot of red, and the market in essence is red left and right. There's obviously the delisting possibility for NIO. That's not guaranteed, it's just a possibility, but that did lead to lots of FUD. But NIO is taking action against that, right? They are doing some things. I want to show you what they're doing. First, let's look at what Elon Musk actually stated. So Zach, this person known as Zach, stated, "When do you think the next recession will be?" And Elon Musk responded by saying, "Predicting macroeconomics is challenging, to say the least. My gut feel is maybe around spring or summer of 2022, but not later than 2023. So Musk implicitly stated at this time that we may be in a recession right now. Is it guaranteed? Not yet. We can't confirm it, but it's a possibility. Also, we're seeing this right here. This person stated that it's beyond bad, and they're talking about the fact that the housing bubble is actually like really, really high. They are implying we may be in a housing bubble, which we probably are. But does that mean it has to, burst and crash? It's not a guarantee, right? We don't know if that's going to happen, but it is something to be looking out for, right? It's a possibility. And Musk responded with 2 exclamation points, putting emphasis on this. Then he responded with, "It keeps on happening." And then if we go down right here, we can see that this person stated that trust is very difficult to earn and very easy to lose, and Musk responded like thrust on a rocket. So just goes to show things are not in the best of states. Now, does this guarantee the whole market's just going to collapse very soon? No, it doesn't mean that. But what I do want to talk about is the fact that downside could continue as we are seeing the Fed continuing to change their policies, and also, and recession fears are continuing too. So it's a possibility, something to keep at the back of your mind for the next few months. But before we start to crash, before the market even comes close to taking a hit, it's not going to do that every day. When you look at the SPY, we have this tendency where we drop hard, we have a bit of a bounce, drop hard, bounce, drop hard, bounce, drop hard. And I do think it's very possible, based off this, we could get a nice bounce right after we saw this double bottom forming on the SPY. So hopefully, and the SPY does like to form these W shapes, the SPY may hit 427 going into next week. We may get a slight recovery. And NIO in particular could actually make a comeback up to that $17 range. Now, some people think I'm crazy for saying that. Some people don't think it's going to happen that soon. It's possible that's true. Maybe it's not going to happen that soon, but it is something that will eventually happen in the future, which goes to show that this thing does have, the, excuse me, it has the capability of recovering if you give it the time it needs. Now, what happens in the market? Let me just show this first. An ex-Fed official says that rates need to be hiked up to 3.5% to slow down inflation. Do we know that though? We haven't gotten the CPI report yet, so I don't know if we could actually confirm these numbers. And the media obviously went nuts over this, but these numbers haven't been confirmed, so it's very hard to make that claim. So going into what's happening to NIO is, yeah, the market kind of panicked over that, but looking at NIO, we ended up dropping, and we dropped a little below our support. I was talking about 1492. We ended up dropping as low as 1446, which is a bearish indicator. But then we ended up bouncing off of it. I predicted yesterday we'd bounce off 1492 and end up closing closer to like 15, maybe 1550. I was off and wrong about that. However, it's not the end of the world because oftentimes what happens, even if you look at NIO, we did see a lot of downside, but often when we get a lot of downside, we get a nice push up to kind of cool off the RSI being oversold, a drop, a small push up, big drop followed by a push up, then another drop. So there should be a slight push up coming relatively soon, especially after we're seeing news like this coming out for NIO. If you look right here, NIO announced the proposed secondary listing on the main board of the Singapore exchange. This means that NIO is currently on the Hong Kong exchange, right? They're also going to be listed on the Singapore exchange. Okay, they're proposing this, they're working on this, and this is going to be amazing because it will alleviate many of investors' concerns, according to Morgan Stanley's Tim Sau. So, with that, I'm sorry, I have this little cough, but with that said, that is going to be a good way for them to de-hedge against the possible USD listing disruption. But also, it doesn't guarantee that they will be delisted. It just gives them another hedge, and it does open more doors for more investors. So I just wanted to put that out there. So going into NIO, what do I anticipate happening to NIO? For NIO, I want to note that we do have support of was that 14.92, 14.48, and also 14.16. If one of those doesn't hold us, we could get a bounce off 14.16 if we do drop a little bit more. That would be extreme though, because we've dropped so hard. If you look at the RSI, we've been just dropping and dropping and dropping. We're very oversold. So I do think we should get a nice bounce relatively soon. And I wouldn't be surprised if this thing pushes up a little bit. The market actually starts to recover just temporarily. I'm not saying the bear market is over. I'm just saying that it's going to be a temporary relief cycle just for maybe a few weeks, a week or two. It's going to be a little shaky due to CPI, but I do think I am going to be a little bit more bullish. And I do think that NIO should be back into that $16 range relatively soon. Am I promising that? No. Be prepared for possible downside. Maybe NIO will go back to the 13s, maybe. But what I'm saying is because we've dropped so hard, we should get a nice relief rally, at least temporarily. And I wouldn't be surprised if NIO was back in the 16s relatively soon. Now, I also want to talk about this right here. NIO also tweeted that on April 22nd, NIO and WWF China, they entered into the Clean Parks strategic partnership to protect authenticity and integrity of ecosystems and natural or nature reserves in China and even worldwide. So it just goes to show that, look, NIO is working very hard to improve the world. They're expanding to many different countries. They're improving their technology. They're developing AI. To me, they're an incredible company, still amazingly bullish. And they have this gap here, which is an indicator that eventually they are going to make a comeback. You just have to give them time. The market may not be the best of positions, but this offers a very good buying opportunity and the ability to play options, whether you're trying to buy puts or sell covered calls or make other moves like that. More opportunities still exist, so it's not the end of the world. Stay strong. NIO will recover as their fundamentals improve, and I am still very confident in this company if you just give it the time it needs. And I do see this gap getting filled eventually. So thank you for listening. I'm not going to give a specific price prediction for Monday just yet, but I just want to put it out there that I'm not losing faith. Stay calm, cool, and collected. Tomorrow, I'm going to release a video about NIO during a market crash. Then I'm going to talk about what my price prediction is later. So just stay cool. Enjoy your weekend. Don't worry. And I'll see you guys in the next one. NIO to the moon and peace out.